Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So on this video, I basically want to go over a few updates, what's been happening as far as in the business, my new monthly reach goal, and just everything in between, what's to come in the next upcoming few weeks, months, maybe by the end of the year. And yeah, just a bunch of stuff like that. So hopefully you guys stay tuned to the end of the video. But without further ado, let's begin and stop wasting time. So first things first, obviously we're here because we hit 120k in revenue selling on Amazon in 1 month. That's a lot of, that's a new goal for me, right? Like, that's crazy to make that much amount. And even the profit margins, it's pretty insane because we made, I believe, like 12,000 in profit margins after all expenses, softwares, VAs, my preppers, supplies, everything in between. So that's including all of that, which a lot of people don't ever tell you that, but I will. And so, yeah, I mean, so this whole month was just definitely wild for us. Hitting that much in revenue in a month, I never really dreamed of hitting that much. It's like the last past few months or so. But definitely when I started my journey, I never thought I could achieve that type of numbers, right? Which is crazy because you put your head down for 2 years plus, you really learn the business, you build the base of it, you really grind it out, and then next thing you know, all that knowledge, all that hard work, those sacrifices, they really start paying off down the road. And so hopefully anybody who's watching this and they're thinking of doing this business, or you are doing this business model, just hang in there, man, because if someone like me can do this, there's no reason why someone like anybody else could do this business model, right? And that's considering I don't have no college diplomas, whatever, no degrees, barely graduated high school. So yeah, if someone like me can do this business model, I'm pretty sure some of you can do it as well. But yeah, so anyways, that being said, we definitely achieved a new level of sales. Whether I'll beat that in the next few months, we'll see. I mean, this was definitely a huge achievement for us. But we'll keep trying. We'll definitely keep the ball rolling. Now, as far as how the next few months will go, for the month of March, we spent about 60 to 70,000 bucks on new product alone. Literally just finished this morning calculating those numbers. So I can imagine how April will look. Probably be around the same, if not maybe a bit more. It just really depends. Yeah, so, and that's the thing too, right? To achieve high six-figure numbers like that, you basically just need the capital to spend on inventory. So if you have like 10-20,000 bucks, you won't see six figures right away. But as you keep investing that money back into the business, or you manage to gain more access to capital with credit cards or loans, then yeah, you'll speed up that process. But yeah, the biggest factor that I know a lot of people always ask me, is how did you achieve that? It's definitely the capital. And that's because I have, like 2 or 3 different credit cards. I managed to get the Amex Plum card last year, like around the end of Q4 or something. And so, with that card alone, we were able to spend on more inventory. And especially with the VAs that we have, because we have 2 VAs, they found tons and tons of products. So we were able to go deep on those products, which resulted in us selling a lot of it, pretty fast, scaling up like that. And, you mix all of that into the mix, and that's where you really start seeing the growth, right? Because you also have, you outsource your prep as well. I have 2 people who help me with prepping. They do all of that. And then with my VAs, the sourcing, they handle that aspect. And me, all I have to worry about is, basically buying the inventory and receiving it. And so like that, we're just all working together, keeping the flow, spending the money, receiving the inventory, prepping the inventory, and then sending it back up. And yeah, so that's basically how you scale up to that point. But that's what we've been doing, and it's been paying off very well, like I said. And I can assume in March we're gonna do even better. So we'll see how that goes. But aside from that, like I said, we've just been grinding it out, really putting in the work. I mean, if you guys follow me on any of my other social platforms like Instagram or Twitter, you've seen those posts that I post on there. By the way, if you haven't checked me out on there, be sure to check me out. But like I said, we've been head down, just focus, trying to scale. And moving forward, who knows if the numbers look good once I talk to my CPA in the next few days or so. We might be talking about a warehouse soon, right? Because honestly, we're starting to outgrow our garage. Sorry, it got to the point these past few weeks where we were receiving so much inventory that we started running out of space in the garage again, and so we had to bring some of it inside while we, prepped other stuff, while the team prepped other stuff. And so we definitely started, we're starting to outgrow the garage, which is a good problem to have because that definitely shows how much we've been growing. Now, of course, I know a lot of people will say, you know what, why don't you use a prep center and this and that? And the main reason, it's just we like control of our products. We're able to get our products much faster. We're able to receive our stuff, prep it, and by the next day, basically have it out. Some prep centers might be able to do the same thing, but with so many clientels, I can't imagine that they'll do ours just as fast like we will. But who knows, right? I mean, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always open to suggestions. But yeah, so aside from that, I mean, like I said, we just been head down. VAs have been getting better at sourcing, especially with variations and stuff. They've been just killing it. Like most of the leads that I find from them were just very, very good. There's probably 2-3 every once in a while that I don't approve, but once we do, we definitely buy 20, 30, 50, 100 depending on how fast they're moving, and just go full force on those products. Obviously there's always those few bad buys that don't work out, but even with those, we find so many good stuff that those don't even really matter as much because they just get overblown by the good products. Now, of course, not every day is like that. There's some days where they may not find some stuff like that, which is kind of rare because they really do grind it out pretty good. But yeah, like I said, they just been killing it. The preppers have been killing it. They've been just going through units, labeling, polybagging, boxing up, taping up. And so yeah, that's just what we've been doing so far up in this business. But as far as updates, I think that's it for today, that I'm aware of at least. Like I said, hopefully that down the road, definitely a warehouse is in the talks. Once we can get into a warehouse, we'll definitely move every single equipment out of here, everything out of the business, and we'll be fully out of the house completely, which to me, I'd rather have it out of the house, honestly, because having the business mixed in with personal stuff, it's just starting to get a little bit too, not enjoyable. So hopefully having the business separated from the house will definitely make a huge difference. And besides, right, with the warehouse, we'll be able to grow even much faster, open more wholesale accounts. That's another reason why I haven't gone too deep on wholesale alone. It's just because I would much rather have that warehouse, open the accounts, have that commercial address, and really go full force. So once we transition into that warehouse, we might just cut off OA, probably 90% of it, because there's still some products OA that we love to get that are at really great prices. So we'll definitely keep those products, in mind. But as far as everything else, we'll probably definitely cut off, do as much wholesale as possible, and really go deep in, and hopefully achieve 200k months, 300k months, 4 or 5, up to $1 million, whatever it may be. Now, of course, honestly, the thing slowing us down at this point or moving forward will probably be more capital. Like I said, my cards, they only have a certain amount of limit that I can spend on inventory. Max I could probably spend is maybe 100k a month, but that's maxing every single one of those cards, which I don't want to do either, right? You don't want to over leverage yourself too much, so I probably won't try to do that just to achieve those numbers. But like during Q4, that's probably gonna be our max, but we'll see, right? Well, maybe we'll run into be able to open up more cards, or maybe we'll get a decent loan. Who knows? We'll see. But like I said, that's basically what's been going on in the journey so far, man. Like I said, it's been a long way coming for sure. I mean, like I said, 2 years ago, I was nowhere near seeing what we're doing now in numbers. Like, it's insane, right? Like, it's crazy to believe that we're doing this much numbers right now. And the fact that we'll probably reach close to 2 million this year, it's definitely a possibility. But again, like I said, we'll see how the business goes moving forward. And as always, guys, I will keep you guys posted and updated. But as always, if you guys want to be updated daily, be sure to follow me on the other platforms, because it's easier to post on there versus taking the time to do a YouTube video, because you just want to grow, right? But yeah, so anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys stay to the end, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.